Today we got this 2015 Nissan Rogue. We're going to be taking the transmission out, putting a new one in. Show you all the steps it takes. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I got a video on a 2013 Nissan Rogue. I'm going to stick a card for it up there. Check that out. If you have any more questions or something this video didn't cover, might be in that video. But this video here, I include chapters. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, stick them down below. If you have any tips for other people, also put those down below. This channel is all about helping people, so try to answer all the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get straight to it. We got this 2015 Nissan Rogue. First, I removed that air tube, which I really didn't have to, but I did. The battery tray, including that PCM. You can see I unplugged the PCM. It also would unbolt. So it's kind of a choose your own adventure type deal. I just unplug them. That's how I do it. There's 3 bell bolts on the top of this. There's 2 18s, one there, and then in the very back, there's another 16. There you can see the 3 bell bolts. 16s in the back and the 2 18s. This top mount, I just took this bolt out in the back and that bolt out. And when I get the motor, when I get a car up, I'm gonna put a high horse under it and then get my jack under it. When I'm ready to pull the tranny, I'm gonna pull these last 2 bolts. I'm gonna leave this mount in. I've seen people pull it out. I don't know why they do that. The last thing I have to do is unplug the prindle. It's right down here. I use a fork and pry tool and I just kind of tap it off of there. It's not easy. But the top's done on these in like 20 minutes, if that. All right, guys, that 10 on top of the prindle has to come out, holding that harness bracket down. Remove that 10 millimeter there. Mount bolt that was in the back that helps locate the mount. All right, guys, I'm about to pull this subframe. I took the wheels and tires off. Those are from the rear subframe back bracket. Those are the mount bolts that hold the mount bracket to the motor. See, just undid it like that. That's a lower ball joint bolt, rack bolts, rack nut, shield bolts, and that's for the exhaust. I took that bracket off, put one of my bolts back in. Now I'm ready to pull the subframe. You guys just watch and see how I do it. I took just one side of this loose so I can get the subframe out on one side. All right, guys, don't forget to hang your rack up. All that's left my sway bar bracket bolts. Sway bar bolts out. The front one's only loose. I just about lost that one. All right, guys, I'm ready to remove the transfer case now. Another half hour's gone. That's how I removed the exhaust. There were 16s, 3 on one end, 2 on the other. This is how I removed the axle. It had been changed recently. I probably could have got it out, but that bracket's bolted to the T-case anyway, so it's got to come off. So you might as well just pull it like that. In order to get that off there, I removed this cooler from the back of the motor. I just let it hang. Make sure your O-rings stay in there when you go back together. Now I'm ready to pull this little transfer case out. There's the exhaust bolts I was talking about. These are for the bracket. This one was in the bottom. That's for the axle. These are for that one oil cooler. Those are the drive shaft bolts. And then those are the transfer case bolts. 13s, 14s, 16s and 18s, 16s. Chunky little guy. I'm turning the flywheel with this 19 millimeter gear wrench to get access to the torque converter. I removed those 2 10s. And those are 14s. I'm just gonna use a ratchet. And I just undid this connector. I just put my hands around them like that and then twist them. I just keep my hands out towards the outside. I don't know. I don't really have to undo any locks. I just kind of twist them. As I last spoke with you guys, I removed those torque converter nuts. They were all 14s. There's 4 of them. That's a ground. These are for the starter. These are for the starter. You probably only have to remove the long one, but I removed them both. This is for a coolant pipe in the front of the transmission. These are for the dipstick. The long one's up top. There's a harness bracket, and then that one holds it to the tranny. I leave the dipsticks in on these. And then these are all the bell bolts I've removed so far. There's 2 18s, 4 16s. I'm ready to remove it now. I've got this one last 16 holding it in. So I'll show you what it takes. Climbing up to undo my mount. Likes to stick on these Nissans. And best way to get a converter unstuck is 2 pry bars, one in the front, one in the back. The wire underneath the starter. There's a push tab or whatever Christmas tree going into the transmission. Always fights me. Got it. Watch out for this. The dipstick tube O-ring always stays in there. Always take it out, put it with my parts. I leave these clamps on here so I know which hose goes to which hose. There's 2 big ones, 2 little ones. I leave 2 of the little, or 1 of the little clamps on and 1 of the big clamps on. And I move the other one up the hose so I can tell which one I normally leave the top ones on because they stay on better. And the new transmissions come with plugs in the dipstick hole, and I use those to plug off the coolant lines. They fit in there perfect, so I'm not getting drip coolant on. And I plug off the transmission lines, and I'm gonna go put a new transmission in it. Always make sure you don't have too many dowels or you have enough dowels. One of my dowels for my transfer case stayed in this unit. I'm gonna have to take it out and swap it over. Sometimes they just pull out, sometimes you gotta use a remover. All right, remember, put your dipstick O-ring on the dipstick. And the dipstick kind of has to go in as you're going up on this one. Coolant pipe goes underneath and behind the shifter lever. Kind of stuck in the pilot a little bit, but the converter moves. I got her mated, guys. Now you can just rewind the video and reverse the procedure. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video is helpful. Oh, I forgot to my dipstick. See? And now I'm gonna have to go figure out where it's bolted up there and unbolt it. It's not the end of the world. There's two different sizes, 16 bell bolts. These short ones go in the bottom. Careful when you're putting this axle in because the seal got damaged. I don't know if it was already like that or not, but it's gonna need changed. So be careful when you're taking this axle out, and get a helper if you need to. Before you put your driver's side axle in, just put gobs of grease on that C-clip. It'll help it slide in there better. It's a trick I learned here at this training shop, and it's always helpful. When you do layers the way I do it, it makes it nice because once this layer's empty, I know I'm ready for my subframe. Got both my axles in, exhaust is on, cooler for the oils on in the back. I need to make sure both my hoses are on. That's the only thing I haven't done yet. Once I get those two coolant hoses on, I can put my subframe up. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this video is helpful. This is where you check the transfer case fluid, guys. It takes just regular old gear oil in case you lost any. It's running out. It means it's full. I don't think I lost any, but it's always good to double check. Got the top done on this Rogue. I thought I'd show you what it looks like. Not too shabby. Gotta raise it up and put fluid in it now. I'll show you how to do that. All right, guys, this is where you check it. This is where I fill it too. I use this drum here to fill it with. Pump fluid right into here. Make sure the vent plug is off. And you want it to run out like that when you're done. As long as it runs out like that when you're running, you're in good shape. Just needs programmed and driven. All right, we got that Nissan Rogue done. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna stick a couple videos up over there. If you check them out, I'd appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support my channel. All right, guys, let's keep it moving. On to the next one.